everybody. Dr. Giggles here from SFNE Line here. This is one of your hosts of the Grove Show. John's on his way. He will be here momentarily. He's probably 5 minutes or so away. And we're just gonna delay. We'll just chit chat for a minute, and then when he gets here, we'll kick off all the news we got going on. There's a lot of great stuff that's going on, and here these are the main topics. These aren't all the topics because everybody, if you notice, is a chat. This comment section. Just leave a comment during the live show. If you got questions or if you got information that we might not be covering, some news that you're like, hey, why aren't you covering this? This is pretty cool. And then we can get info real quick. Love the internet for that. But here are the main topics. They're not all the topics. We got to talk about the storm last week there from Six Flags New England. We're going to talk about El Toro, a little mishap. We're going to talk about the Adventureland accident. It seems like there's a lot of craziness. We'll be talking about, Spooky Pinball we talked about that, announced a Halloween-themed pinball. There's a video I'm going to download while we're talking that shows it, so that way you can see the pinball machine. We're also going to talk about Silver Dollar City, Hershey Park, Fun Spot Atlanta, Carowinds, Amusement Today's Golden Tickets, Hollow Scream, Fright Kingdom, and I know Jay Kite will be in, and we're going to talk about... he's like the master of the Poltergeist information down at Fiesta, Texas. What's up, Preston? So once he gets here, we can talk about Poltergeist and what there is going on over there. I know he's excited. I know some people were kind of upset about all the constant Fiesta news, but I don't care. If you know what I mean, I don't care if you got butt hurt because we posted that. But Road Snake River Expedition, the POV is going to be hilarious. No spoilers. I can't wait to watch it. I haven't downloaded it yet. I'll do that afterwards. Hey, Preston, what's up? What's up, Charles? Hey, what's up, Lauren Marie? How's it going, party people? Hey, we're just waiting on John, John, we're always waiting for John. I like busting his chops. Yep, Lake Compound. Yeah, I didn't write. I'm going to write that down while I'm waiting here, but I'm going to get Lake Compounds. And then we got that hurricane storm heading up this way. Well, I can find out if it's listed on the website. We will find out under agendas and minutes. First, we'll try the planning board. It doesn't show. Let's see what they got here. Well, the last meeting they had was on the 1st of July, but Six Flags wasn't on that. Let's look. It might not be under planning. It might be under zoning. Well, the last one I had was June 20th. Let's see if there's anything from there. Now, hear me out. Even though it might not, I'm trying to see. I'm going to click all the things. Okay, nothing there. Cable, no. Citizen, no. City Council, no. Community Preservation Act, no. Conservative Commission. Let's see. Nope, nothing for Six Flags there. But that don't mean anything. Sometimes they do these secret meetings because they don't want the info out. Sometimes they do. And sometimes you don't hear about them. I'm just clicking all the things to see if there's anything else for tomorrow. Before we... Yeah, there's nothing on the docket. That don't mean that there's nothing there. But, like I said, they a lot of that goes down. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I sold it. Hey, what's up? Ass caca caca. Well, there's nothing up there. You know what I mean? Wow. You, Preston, don't like really look into it too much. Oh, the only reason why I say that is sometimes they do some stuff on the sly because they don't want people to know about it. That was like Wicked Cyclone stuff. I when things were going on, I kept checking the website for agenda minutes. There was nothing on it, and then yeah, we just couldn't. They kept that like quiet. I mean, I even went into the office and was like, "Yo, plans, new ride. I know it's coming." They're like, "We don't know what you're talking about." They knew what I was talking about. I probably just didn't say it right. But yeah, the pinball machine, I sold that one. What's going on? I know it's down. I don't know exactly what's going on with it. I haven't been to the park yet since last week. Well, the last time I was there was actually Coast to Power Hours. I when I looked at the weekends and how busy it was, I was like, I'm not going on a weekend. I just gotta set a day aside during the week and just go. This week was not it, and next week is probably not it. The week after, probably. I had so much going on. I got my van back and they put the wrong connector for the tow. Damn it. But yeah, my car was, I guess, falling apart. The steering rack busted. That was expensive. I hate it. But yeah, that's because this weekend we're going to ride. We're going to the trails, in New Hampshire, to go ride side by sides. Oh, probably me banging or something. Oh yeah. Now this is built in. I'm on my iMac right now, so this is the built-in camera. If I bang the table, yeah, I've heard those Raptors are like good, and then I heard that people hate them and they go they're not thrilling at all. Ooh, thunder! Hey, I'm gonna warn you guys in case the show just poof. That means I lost power. There's a crazy thunderstorm. It's a severe thunderstorm going on. It looked like a hurricane a little while ago. My tents I have up outside were blowing all over the place. I got them fixed. That was good. That came back. It was crazy. It was. Yeah, they know the ridership is not there. What they'll probably do is they'll fix the ride at some point. They'll get it going. They'll get it ready. And whoever doesn't have a fireball in the chain will probably get a fireball. And if they don't get a fireball, they might sell it to somebody else. I mean, will I miss a fireball? No. Does Great Escape have a fireball? Probably. If not, they could send fireball over there. Lindsay says, I think it's that Cedar Point has to be open till 10 for their parade, and we are getting paid 20 an hour where everyone else is getting 15 to 18-ish. I think KI is the only other one that's open late. Yeah, I don't know why New England does that. Like, like somebody had asked why, they close at 9. Well, if Hershey Park is looking for one, we can gladly send it over there. I mean, it could be more. I don't know. I don't know how long the storm. I heard like by 7:15 the storm's over, or the severe thunderstorm warning. Let's see I'm gonna look at the weather. I mean, it was crazy. Nope, I heard Burposaurus Rex. Oh, and we got the path of the storm going right over us. It's gonna be a break, and then it's gonna come back around like 9 o'clock. Where the hell is? Oh, is that where it is right now? No. Oh God. Yeah, that storm's coming right for us. Oh, it's all right. So Great Escape is not getting a fireball because they already got one. Yeah, we'll get into the Sky Rush news in a momento. I'm just waiting for Slowpoke. I'm waiting for the Slowpoke. named John. I'm waiting for the slow guy. He was probably working. I don't want to rag on the dude. It's not like we're getting paid or anything to do this. It's just, we get there at our leisure. Wow, stunt pilot. I'm here. I'm not slow. No, I heard John. The dog's barking. Now I'm not talking about Jay. I'm talking about John. But John just got here. I don't know what's going on with stunt pilot. They must have had an issue with it or something. The one thing that I hate about the rides is they're never really fully tested. But I mean, things break down. You got to dial the ride in. It takes a little bit of time. Well, I can tell you this, Preston. If it sits over Long Island Sound and strengthens, I'll be here. But at some point, I'll be driving in that thing going to New Hampshire. So I don't care. I don't care what it does. As long as the trees don't block my trail, we'll be good. Right, John?
Yes.
Because if as long as the trees don't blow down on the trail and close the trail,
you can ride
in the mud.
Mudding.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back looking disgusting. I can't wait.
Sounds are fun coming driving through.
I can imagine. Oh, did you hear what I said in the thing?
What?
They put the wrong connection plug for the trailer on.
Only you.
Well, that in their defense, I didn't tell them which one. And they said, "Oh, I need a wiring kit and a tow thing."
Yeah.
Some of them come with 2 plugs. Cheap asses. Now, because nobody did the due diligence to check and ask, they're probably going to have to rip all that wiring out and the connector out and
Well, they can put a. They can easily get another wire harness.
Yeah, I need the circle, not the rectangle.
They have a.
But I'm sure they probably have to change the wiring because there's more. Because there's more stuff. You got to control brakes for the trailer and all that, and it probably.
Hi, all. Miss me?
Nope, they didn't. They didn't even miss me. They were like, they just wanted to stare.
I turned the corner, and the fire truck was smoking like a bastard.
What do you mean smoking?
The fire truck at the end over there, the ladder truck, was smoking. It smelled like brakes.
Oh, so they must have messed it up. Oops. I didn't even know there was a fire truck over here.
No, at the fire station.
Oh, behind my house up there, wherever?
Yeah, that way.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, by the cemetery.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. I'm like, oh, well, screw him. All right, so now that John's here, we can proceed with the news.
Yay.
All right, so some of this stuff, if you watch the after hours. Yeah, if anybody has any uniform, I know Chris and I are waiting for Halloween Horror Nights news because there is none.
Mm-hmm.
The only Halloween Horror Nights thing that I can talk about that I know of is what we've talked about was like at the hotel. The hotel I'm staying at, the bar that's in the lobby is going to become the Icons bar, and there's something they're going to decorate the hotel with Halloween Horror Nights props, and then there's something to do with Jack at my hotel. Well, other than that, the only haunted house that we know of is Beetlejuice. Haven't heard nothing out. Like, it is dead quiet. I also saw a thing. I don't know if I saw it on Screamscape or whatever. For Epic Universe, Charles was talking about. It looks like track, but it might not be Coaster Track.
No.
I don't know what it is.
There's rumors of bringing back a monorail in the area.
Really? That'd be crazy.
I know they want to do they're doing a new resort, monorail resort or something as well.
Huh. Oh, so they're just copying Disney. All right, so first on the tidbit. Anyway, like I was saying, if you listen to the After Hours video I made last week, some of this stuff is going to sound familiar. Some of it is not. Oh, yeah, the house construction is starting, but I'd like to know why they're not saying anything.
Yeah.
By now, we usually know everything.
They probably don't want to overstep and see yet. Because they want to try and keep pulling people in as much as they can, and also knowing what's going on with this quote-unquote Delta variant.
Yeah, but the misconception is Delta is not deadlier.
No, it's not.
The only that track at Epic is supposed to be for Yoshi themed ride. The only main difference between Delta and what is the one that's current now? Alpha? Whatever's Delta variant of the COVID, it just transmits quicker and easier.
Yeah.
It's not any deadlier. It's not.
It missed much mats. Yeah. You can't talk after a hellacious day of work.
I mean, put it this way. If Delta was more deadlier, you'd be seeing the cases skyrocketing. So it's not that. But like I said, I'm not a doctor. I say I'm Dr. Giggles, but that's just a music thing. It's not real. You know, I'm not a real doctor. I could never be a real doctor. I couldn't.
You're Dr. Dunganomics.
Yeah.
No, that's John Cena, sorry.
So anyway, Six Flags Great Adventure, El Toro. Well, some people say it didn't derail. It all has to do with that up-stop wheel from the bottom.
Yeah.
It came up. Well, I know Shivering Timbers is closed, but I don't know.
I know Thunder and Lightning is closed at the compounds while they're getting past them run it together.
What do you mean?
I read that they closed it for now. They got pots coming that they're gonna run both sides at the same time again.
Huh.
In the coming weeks.
Which is weird. Which is weird because I've never seen it run at the same time. And when I talked before Jerry Brick left, years before that, he told us they don't want to run both sides because it costs more to run. And the capacity there. Actually, there's been a few days where it's run together.
Yeah.
But probably since it's been open, probably 10 times.
It's weird.
So they
some of these rides are weird that they can't run together.
I mean, maybe it was broke.
Keep your hat on?
No, I'm always fidgeting with my hat.
Same thing with me.
Plus, it's wet from running out and moving tents around that were moving around, and my shirt's wet. I'm just wet. So yeah, for those, I'm sure you guys have seen this, but let's add the picture anyway, just for good measure. Where are you? Come on. Yes. Isn't that John Cena?
No, that's Ding and Brian.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know who the hell's who. Did I delete the picture? Oh, no. I moved the picture. All right, so if you didn't see it, there's El Toro with that. You can see the back wheel just chilling. When I look at the people in the back car there, I almost look like they want to sing "Row, row, row your boat."
Yeah.
I just feel like they got oars and stuff and just ready to row, row, row your boat back.
I know they have. They took the track out. They took a piece of the track out.
They need to take all the track out, all of it. Now, I know I'm going to catch hell. I know there's a lot of you huge El Toro fans.
I'm not one.
I'm not one. And I know part of my problem is because I'm fat. Like, the way I'm short.
I don't think it's one of the top rides that they claim it is.
It used to be. It did. It used to be my number one coaster overall. Used to be my number one wood. I used to like El Toro more than Superman. Then, as time went on, I grew the wrong way. I didn't grow up. I grew out and sideways. And the way that the restraints are awful. They come down and right under my stomach, and I can't breathe. Why do I want to ride a ride where I can't fucking breathe? Like, why? Like, that is not enjoyable.
It's all right. I end up.
Yeah, I mean, but it's not enjoyable.
It isn't.
I mean,
it really isn't.
Yes, it's my issue because I used to love to eat. have cut down so much. It's not. I know a lot of people, like I said, love it. Loves it. You know what I mean? Love El Toro. And a lot of those people that love El Toro hate Superman in New England.
Yeah.
It's all about the restraint at both sides of the spectrum. But while I will say Superman in New England's restraints do suck, they're not as good, it's better than El Toro's all day long. Well, I hope the spokesperson for Great Adventure said total retrack. It needs a complete... Like, what they should do is just rip it down and put something new.
Yeah, they really do. Or just RMC altogether.
Yeah, RMC it.
That would be a hell of a friggin' good hybrid.
Yeah.
That would be a hell of a hybrid.
And they could still do the S-curve.
Yeah.
They could still do the S-curve at the end, because I know that's a lot. That was my favorite spot.
That is.
Because it just was flying. Zoom, zoom, zoom. It was the craziest thing ever. It's got a ton of airtime, but it's not a comfortable ride. It's not a fun ride anymore. It needs a complete done. Leviathan. So that's Canada's Wonderland.
Yeah, they're open.
Oh, an hour and a half wait to ride Leviathan. I don't think I ever waited more than 30 minutes to ride that. But in the end, who the hell's that? Max said one of Coaster Studios' friends put El Toro at number 217 and they only rode 300. I don't know how many I rode. I think at last count, I was around 500.
Yeah.
I know I'm over 500. I got to be closer to like 750 now. But regardless, I don't know. I'd have to go back and recount everything. But I would put it way at the bottom. I am putting, and I'll probably get dirty looks, unsubscribes, and everything. I would put El Toro in the same boat as Mean Street right now.
Yeah.
To me, El
It's
Toro
too bad.
is as painful as Mean Street, which means I ain't riding that thing until they fix it. Once they do it and change the trains and, well, I don't know, at least change the restraints. If you have to constantly, even on skinny people, it's the sensors. Their maintenance department blows.
Yeah.
They don't know how to fix their sensors.
No,
If you have to constantly do this, and I've seen it to like Jeremy, I've seen him go bam. You know what I mean? And you don't need to do that to people. If you have to do that to people, you should rethink your ride. You really should.
Yeah, you should.
Now, this isn't like an entitlement thing.
It kind of sucks too that the ride is going down this season because it just keeps getting a hit after hit after hit.
I know they had the Justice League fire, the log flume accident, El Toro. Look,
on
this
and off
proved
issues with Jersey Devil, but that's because it's the new run.
yeah, they're just tweaking it.
They had the issue with
To me, Max, the restraints are worse on El Toro than Superman currently.
Matter of fact, they even had an issue with their Rapids ride as well.
I think especially we're gonna get into that next after El Toro about Adventureland in Iowa. I think the Rapids boat rides days.
I think they're going next.
They're gonna
because the insurance is gonna go sky high.
Yeah, they're not gonna want to run it.
This reminds me of the season that Six Flags, Riverside got their Blizzard River.
And they had the accident.
Yeah.
Then it got fixed. Hey, what's up, Pierre from Cedar Point? Lindsay is at Cedar Point. Well, he works there. Did you get a Dell's?
Yes.
Nice. What flavor?
Lemon.
Nice. I love Dell's. I'm
had to
not
stop
going to
before
drink
I
it, but
keep
I
going.
wanted to show people. You can't. It's not really a good. That's not a good image of it right now because it's solid. But when it's there, it's mushy. It's got little lemon pieces in it.
I love to chew the lemons.
Yeah. Sorry, I grabbed your cup, but I wanted to.
It's okay.
Because people like Jason in Paradise and other people outside in New England have no clue.
I had stopped when I went home, changed up, and I stopped on the way here.
Well, hey, Yeah, this is Charles. Someone asked at a press conference, and they said total retract refurb. Hey, I really hope that they do that.
Now, who's gonna do the job though?
What, retract?
Yeah,
It's probably going to be RMC.
because they can't. I don't see Intamin doing any retract of that crap.
No, they're probably going to hire RMC to redo what they did.
Yeah.
What do you call it? They're going to have to.
If RMC doesn't do it, it's gonna be GCI.
Oh God. Oh God. I hope not. A lot of times
when
when
see RMC than GCI,
because when GCI touches a coaster, look what they did to Wildcat compounds. It didn't really get any better.
No.
It's still, well, I should say it got a little better. It's not as terrible. Like, I could ride it every visit. Before, I would never ride it. Like, yeah, it's okay, Jay. We're going to get into Poltergeist in a little bit. That's when it's your time to shine, buddy. You tried to high-five the guy in the Gemini car in the parade last night. That's cool. Yeah, Wildcat hurts. And in the park, when I would talk to Jerry, we would talk all the time at the park or an email or whatever, and he would tell me they know it needs more work. Here's the problem. A lot of it comes from the turns. The turns need to be reprofiled to banking because it's just, there's no bank to it. And that's what's causing a lot of the pain. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? It's craziness that's going on. And then Jason in Paradise sent me something. I just got a notification. It's something about Steel Hog. Oh, it suffered a station collision. Continue. Oh, see, you can. There's the photo. You can see the two cars collided. Doesn't look like much damage. If any, I don't know. But there you go. Thunderbolt doesn't hurt as much as like El Toro, but there's a couple spots that really are painful on Thunderbolt. I haven't ridden it in a while. RMC is conducting the investigation into the TORO accident. Steelhog did bumper cars. He left a little after 3 today because of wardrobe. Lindsay did. Just look. I'm just reading comments. Don't mind me. All right. So next on the list. So we talked about how crappy El Toro is in this situation, and we're finding out that it's getting a retracking, so to speak. It. You know what? I'm glad that nobody was hurt. I'm glad that the ride went down.
I'm waiting for the Karens to come talk about it.
Oh yeah, once they find out about that, forget it. They're gonna cry. The entitled people are gonna come out in full force. But yeah, so Adventureland in Iowa. So their River Rapids ride had an accident, unfortunately, which killed an 11-year-old boy. It sent a few others to the hospital. The ride is closed until investigation is what caused the accident. I don't have a picture of that, but that's okay. I don't think anybody wants to.
Here, see a picture of that.
Yeah, I mean, I would look at it because I'm not normal. But I think everybody knows that. I'm morbid. I would look at that. I know that's not right. I mean, I wouldn't be sitting there glorifying, going, "Hey, look at the little kid that died." I wouldn't be doing that. I'm an ass, but I'm not that much. But I gotta download this video because I do want to show it. Hang on, you guys got to give me a minute here so I can download this video.
We're gonna go pop up video.
Yep, because I know not everybody likes pinball, and that's fine. But this has to do with Halloween from Michael Myers and pinball. It's the first of its kind ever. Well, for pinball. And that is actually the next topic on the list. So just bear with me for a momento as I bore people who don't give a crap about pinball.
So who blew up anything this weekend? Do you all have 10 fingers and 10 toes?
Oh yeah, 4th of July. That's crazy, man. All right.
We had a blast.
I know we shot
In the
Jeremy.
rain.
We shot Jeremy with Roman candles. He's got a nice burn on his arm.
Oh well, too bad, so sad.
Wait.
He stands in the middle of everything.
Yeah, I know. He just stood there like a dumbass. Where the hell? Oh. Whacked. So this is yeah, you're not gonna hear anything because of what do you call it? I don't want to get hit with a copyright strike. But yeah, this is they're showing little clips here, but you can see the play field. It looks sick.
It does.
But after they unveiled this one, like not even an hour later, they unveiled Ultraman. It's the exact pinball as this, just a different theme. Like it doesn't have the bushes and all that. It's just themed. It's the same exact upper play field. Same thing with the ramps. All of it is exactly the same. It's just themed to Ultraman.
Yeah.
But I don't even know why I'm showing anybody this, because if anybody's interested, you cannot buy one. Both all Halloween models and Ultraman models sold out in 3 hours.
Jesus.
And the prices range from $7,000 to $10,000, depending upon the 3 models. Because they went for sale today. And I did not buy one because I didn't. Here's my problem with pinball machines. Here's the problem with the machines. They cost so much money. And I have money from selling mine sitting in a bank account if I ever want to buy a pinball machine again. I'm probably not. And the reason why is I get bored with them too fast when I figure out the rules. You didn't get one, Preston. I know you didn't. That I know you're pulling my leg. Because then I would have to come to your house and play it. If you have it. I would just invite myself. But, yeah, like I said, I just get bored with them. Like, I didn't even have Twilight Zone a year.
Yeah.
And I probably put, like, 50 plays on it.
Yeah.
I'm like, why have all that? I mean, that's a lot of money to have sitting in as a prop in the background. I'm just like, I'm not. So I just take the money and I go buy other cool things that I'm not going to get bored of. It's like a video game. I get bored fast. I'm still waiting for the guy to come pick up Gremlins. He hasn't called me nothing. Hey, I don't care. If the thing sits for like a year and the guy forgets about it, I'll fucking resell it somewhere else.
He probably did forget about it.
Probably. And I don't have his number. So, we did talk. I just don't remember what his number is. I get phone... You don't realize how many phone calls I get a day.
Yeah, right.
Like, I'm going to be able to go back in time to figure out what the hell his number is.
Yeah.
Or I'll keep it. I already got money for it.
Yeah.
Keep it. I don't know. It's just craziness. All right, so we talked about spooky pinball, so you can't get one if you tried. Now, if you want one, just wait, because there's other people like me, they get sick of them fast, and then you just find them on the used market. But the thing is, you will probably not be able to, what do you call it? Negotiate a price. People are not going to negotiate after spending all that money. What did he... Oh, that was that.
I know Canopy Lake actually has a newer game, not Tic-Tac-Toe, Connect 4 basketball. That was actually cool to play.
I'll have to check that out because I have never seen that.
That was cool to play.
I always like. Yeah, I did buy a pool with money I sold from pinball machines.
Yeah, that's nice and warm.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I dropped the heater down to 85. The water's still like 89 degrees.
Yeah, it's gonna be like that for a while.
It's gonna drop down eventually. I couldn't. Yeah, because we finally got the pool heater hooked up. We had it at 90 degrees, like for the party, because it was 60 degrees outside and 90 degrees in the pool.
And that was a blast.
Yeah, but then you never want to get out of the pool because you were freezing.
Yeah, I got out of the pool, went into the hot tub, and changed up afterwards, and then we started blowing up crap.
Yeah, and I went diving the next day, getting all the fireworks that went into the pool out of the pool.
Oh, did that parachute guy come off the roof yet?
Yeah, it came off 2 days ago. It came off. I got them. All right, so next, I didn't pay for the extension on the house, just so you know. I didn't do that. I couldn't afford that. Where did you send a picture on Facebook? I didn't get one.
Isn't that number 1?
No, that's us. That's the last thing Lindsay said was, "Be safe with Elsa coming your way."
You know, I'm gonna have Ashley record me when we're outside, when Elsa's coming by, and I'm gonna start singing "Let It Go."
Let it go.
I even bought
Let it go.
I bought a blonde wig.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, you
can
could
do it.
You could, yeah, do it.
I'll probably tag SFNE online into it and make people laugh.
I know, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't ever be into pinball as an investment, because there's some I lost money on and there's some I made crazy money. You know what I'm saying? Will it go or will it stay? Maybe a retheme. All right, Silver Dollar City. It said apparently a rather unusual incident took place on the Mystic River Falls Rapids ride at Silver Dollar City on Friday evening. Guests at the park noticed the ride closed early on Friday, and quite literally overnight, the 2020 ride was quickly blocked off from view by new walls set in place on the pathway when the park opened on Saturday morning. This came from Screamscape, source who claims to work at the park. A raft didn't have proper weight distribution, what resulted in the raft almost tipping when it reached the bottom of the drop. There was a collarbone-related injury. They went on to explain that the walls were put up to preserve the theme of the area while the ride was being tested with weighted dummy riders to determine what happened. Apparently, they were happy with the test results and adjustments made as Mystic Rivers Falls was said to have reopened to riders once again on Monday. So, that's why I think sent it. Let me check here. Oh. Somebody that, well, I thought it was the guy. It's not the guy that I thought it was. Oh, there it is. What is this? Parking lot in New England. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? I mean, it does look like New England.
I was going to tell you something when we got done.
What about that?
Yeah.
Is that the new thing?
Could be.
Well, you might as well spill it.
I'm not saying nothing yet.
You don't have to tell who told you, just so you don't have. We don't want to get anybody in trouble, okay?
There is somebody that I have been talking to that told me some things. And
while you're talking, I'm going to put this up on the screen. Let me get rid of this.
There is some stuff coming into New England from containers. Possibly a new ride.
Well, it's a new something. I don't know what the hell this is. I don't know. let's all be the sleuths. What the hell is this? Look at this. That is New England's parking lot. I know that for a fact. I just know how it's set up. Here's the weird thing, though. This is old. What is that? Looks like snow.
Yeah, it does. That picture does look old, but I know there are container trucks coming in.
That's a phony baloney pic. I know what that is. That's Skyscreamer Tower pieces. That ain't a real.
I do know there is trucks coming in.
That's not real. That's old. Look right behind the orange truck. There's snow. And that's pieces to that's a whoever sent that to you. Well, if you tried to fool me, you didn't succeed. See?
But I do know there are container trucks that are being unloaded in the next 3 days.
Yeah, but there's no snow at the park. It's been 90 degrees. If you look behind that orange truck, watch. I'll do it one more time. Just so you guys see what I'm seeing. That picture is BS. I just debunked it.
I know that picture is BS, but I have
that photo's officially debunked.
I have other things I gotta tell you anyway.
What? Are you coming out as gay or something?
No.
I don't care if you do.
I'm not coming out of the closet.
Well, I'm just saying, if you do, I'm not mad at you. Hey. I mean, I think somebody would be mad at you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at you. I'm just saying. I thought maybe you're going to be like, hey, you got the hots for me or something. I don't know. Look, right at the end here. See the orange?
That is Skyscreamer shit.
That's Skyscreamer. That's Skyscreamer. That's old. Debunked.
Yeah.
But if you look, see how there's red and then there's blue? Mm-hmm. And that's what the... Oh, wait, I'll be able to prove that to you in a second. All right, let me just hang on. Watch. I see. I love being able to debunk stuff. Like I love to get stuff, but you have to look at everything before you like. Really, if I would have posted that without really like doing justice, I would look like a moron. It doesn't take much to make me look like a moron. Trust me. Hang on, I'm trying to find. I think I moved it over here. Where is it? Bear with me, guys. I'm sorry. I apologize. This was just something new that popped in, and we have to do our due diligence. We can't just the picture was, I hate to say it, but it was bogus.
That sounded good.
It felt good. It was all. Where the hell is it? Whoops. Hang on, I'm looking for a picture of Skyscreamer here quick.
Text me your password again for your Wi-Fi.
Yeah, hang on 1 sec. Oh, here we go. Crapola. Where the hell is opening day photos? Where the hell are they? No, don't be, no. I'm okay with people doing stuff. I just, like I said, I just want people when they, you know what I'm saying? I just want people to do that. That's clearly phony baloney. Let's see if I can find a Skyscreamer pic. I might. Give me 1 more minute, guys. I'm sorry. You're looking at nothing, and I'm over here blabbing and trying to find things.
But I do have a contact that's actually very close to something that's going on at New England that I can trust. Definitely not from that picture. Not from, who is it? Who sent that?
Well, Preston sent that. This is one. This might not be it. It might be. Yep. Okay. If you look here, see the big tower? See all the blue? And then the red? And then the white there? Blue, white, red, white, blue. That's how. That's what. Okay, so remember this. I'm gonna make this bigger. Look at the tower here for Skyscreamer, right? One last time. Well, think about it. You saw the post, right? The blue. All right. Last time we're doing this, and then... And I'm not saying that Preston's an idiot or anything. I'm just saying... Oh, and you saw how there was the white that was holding on to the blue. Mm-hmm. So there's the parts where it's going to hold on. Not like you can see my finger. Yeah. If you look at the bottom of that hanging blue one, that's where the white pieces that were going. So it would connect 4 of those blue ones, 4 of them red ones for a stacked section.
Yeah.
We'll be on for 15 minutes before Big Brother. What are you talking about? Hello, long time no see. We'll be on for 15 minutes. Oh, okay. I got what you're saying. All right, so let's get rid of that. Let's get back into the news and all the good stuff. What's up, Joe? Parodi. I'm sorry if I butchered it. I do that a lot. All right, so Hershey Park. Someone was like, what was the Sky Rush news? It looks like it suffered a cable break. And not sure when it's going to be reopening. So that ride's down at Hershey. At least they got the other one back up. Mm-hmm. One comes back. One goes down. Yes. No, it's CSI Grove Show. But we figured it out. We just figured it. We figured out that was, you know, it was actually a team effort. I mean, I started it and we're like, hey, actually, I think I did most of it.
Yeah, you did.
But it was quick. All right.
I do have to tell you a few things.
Oh, he's got to tell me. Do I at least get a reach around, man?
I could.
All right. I don't know what's wrong with me. All right, so I got to go back to this blank page to show you the next image.
The next image.
Don't feel like crap, dude. It's just it's called learning, and we're not making fun of you or nothing. If anybody does, I'll punch him in the face.
Hey, look, Preston, we got your back.
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about that a little while ago about Steel Hog. So, I don't know how many of you know what this image is of. Do you know what that is of?
New coaster at Fun Spot.
Which one?
New RMC.
No. Which Fun Spot?
Georgia.
Yep. Yeah. Hey, you know. Good boy.
I'm waiting for a new one to come out.
So, if you don't know what this is, now you will.
Because don't they have it, tomorrow or Friday? The next video?
Yeah, something's coming out. I think they're doing something once a week. So last week we got this. So this is one of the elements. I don't even know what the hell you call that. It's weird. It actually looks like a sperm. It looks like
it's like an it's like a top hat come down in a sense.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not the black screen of death. No, we got this is going to our Fun Spot in Atlanta. That's the colors. Because remember we talked about when they released the colors, red, white, blue. There's your white supports. Each track, one color is blue, one color is red.
Oh, and the Atlanta Braves organization president did say that they, at a later time, will be working with Fun Spot.
Oh, that's good. They probably couldn't get it going at the time.
It was due to the fact of what's going on with the All-Star Game lawsuit.
Okay. So, but it'll be interesting. Hopefully they show a video, like a POV of it or something. But yeah, that's the RMC. That's the photo they released. So I think they were going to be talking about airtime. They said in the next one. So we'll be hearing about that. So
the thing is Fun Spot was the first ones to go to Atlanta Braves and talk to them about having something to do with the park before Six Flags, and then Six Flags heard the rumor and started going to the Braves as well. Braves told them screw.
Yeah, I know Six Flags for 2 parks, because you know that the Six Flags over Georgia and Six Flags over Texas are not technically owned by. They could lose those parks, and I think they're gonna. Like Aries Force One is what Screamscape is calling. Isn't Aries? Isn't that his father's name or something?
Yeah.
It's got to do with the owner, the father.
Yeah.
It's got to do with him. Everything in Americana and everything. So, I've always said, hey, why not add a sports team? I mean, look, Kennywood did it with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I rode the coaster. It's actually fun.
If New England did it with the Patriots, it would make sense. Because then you can have the competition. Because we all know that Steel City versus New England is always going to be a good rivalry.
Oh, yeah.
If
Plus, I did the biggest douchebag thing you could ever do.
Yeah.
Wear a Patriots jersey while riding the coaster. I almost got beat up in Kennywood. Put it that way.
Hey, I was down in Jersey wearing Patriots gear with Jets fans down there. Yeah.
Oh, God.
I went to World Trade Center Museum wearing Red Sox gear.
Oh, God.
And I was getting dirty looks.
Yeah, because that, what do you call it? When, let me go back over here. When I rode that, I was there for, like, KennyCon or something when I went. And I wore my Patriots jersey. Which way is the coaster traveling in that picture?
Can't really tell.
Are you talking about the Fun Spot one, Chris? If you are, yeah, I don't know which way because there's no train on it to let you know.
I would think probably the side going up this way and coming down.
That's what I would think, but I could. It could
go.
go.
The little bunny hop.
It could go either way, and the only reason why I say that is because of
RMC's ideas.
Well, look at Wicked Cyclone.
Yeah.
When you come off the first drop and you turn and start going back in, you have the little hump, and then it goes into a stall. So maybe that little hump going to whatever the hell that thing is.
Because it does look like a 0G stall going around.
You know what I mean? Yeah, Screamscape it's an okay site. Not everything is right, but again, who is? I mean, I've made predictions and way off. That was like my claim to fame of getting it stuck in my face was Wicked Cyclone. When people were like, Wicked Cyclone, that was before there was any markers, anything. And I'm like, it's too small. And they're not going to do it. Because at the time, they were only doing the big one. I've said this story 1,000 times. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'll say another million more. But yeah, you can't always believe everything you hear and read. You just read between the lines, and then you see what happens. I was wrong.
I've been paying attention to a lot more on YouTube is Theme Park ERT with the Magic Mountain stuff.
Yeah, they're a new one that I've just started hearing about.
I like watching that because it's kind of interesting to see what's going on with Magic Mountain. Because you got to see how they demolitioned all that area, and now you're starting to see where they're putting the markers to start going.
Yeah.
Within the next couple of weeks, we're going to start seeing digging of and putting footers. He
said, I do have Goliath news. The motors where it was pull up the car aren't there anymore. I'm going to have to get to the park soon, and even if it's for a few hours, just to walk around, ride a couple things, and do some sleuth work.
I was planning on going this next week.
I'm excited for this RMC. It would be a knee slapper if it's open before I and Gwazi.
Gwazi's been testing with people.
Yeah, I think it's going to be opening soon. I don't know. They must have paid the bill, finally. All right, so another... Was this from... Screamscape might have been. I can't remember. I'm bad at that. I try to give everybody credit when they do something, give me info and whatever. Sometimes I forget to write it down. But anyway, Carowinds says, I think this is Screamscape. In a bit of strange report, Theme Park Predictions posted to Twitter that they're hearing that the surface swell and dorsal fin drop water slides added to the Carolina Harbor Water Park in 2014 are closed and may never reopen. As for the reason behind the rumored removal of these fairly new and popular slides, they said that there may have been too many possible complaints and possible guest injury reports. Under similar circumstances, Sister Park Kings Dominion removed the tornado-style water slide from their water park at the start of their 2018 season. Backing up this rumor is the fact that both slides have been removed from the list of attractions at the water park on the official website and on their mobile app. It's also worth mentioning that any mention of the Barracuda Blaster slides, which are located right next door, have also been removed from the mobile app. Cool. While still being listed on the website right now, it makes me wonder if Barracuda Blasters could also be up for future removal, or if it's just an error at the part of the app programmers who were forced to leave the map showing all the slides, but just removed the clickable icons from both sets, possibly out of confusion as to which one they were to remove. What's cool? It hit Gillette.
It hit the sign.
Nice.
One of my friends is at Gillette because Rev's game took the picture.
That is cool.
And the way it looks like it.
Hitting the sign.
No, it did hit the sign.
Oh. I'm just crossing out what I've already talked about so I don't have to talk about it again. All right. Don't worry, Jay. We're going to be getting into your thing shortly here. Amusement Today Golden Ticket Awards. I spoke with, what's his name? That's in charge of the golden tickets. But anyway, usually you get a code if you're registered to vote for the Golden Ticket Awards. Instead of getting that card, oh, look at this. You're still looking at the stupid thing.
Yeah.
Oops. There was a few stakes in the ground, like the red tags next to Goliath, and the pathway between Goliath and Flashback. What are red markers? I don't remember.
I forgot what red markers are.
Well, guess what? You Google it. It'll tell you. Because there's like a...
I know blue is water, yellow is electrical, I want to say. Or red is electrical, whichever.
Let's see what red...
Power.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, red indicates power.
Well, there you go. Red is power. Let's see if they... Potable water is blue. Yellow is gas, oil, steam, petroleum, or gaseous materials. Orange is communication, cable TV, alarm, or signal lines. Green is sewer and drain lines. Blue, potable water. Red is electrical power lines, cables, conduit, and lighting cables. Purple, reclaimed water, irrigation, and slurry lines. Pink, temporary survey markers. White, proposed excavation. So there you go. Yeah. So that way you know. Yeah, so back to the... So if you don't be looking in your mailbox for the code. The code's going to be in your email. Now, Jason, I totally agree with you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let everybody know at some point what I voted for when I get it. I'm going to show everybody what I think. Now, almost anybody can get into the to be a voter for the Golden Ticket Awards. There is a criteria. You have to have, I think, at least 250 coasters under your belt. You also have to travel to fairs and carnivals and ride rides as well. If you've had some out of the United States credits, like Mexico, Canada, Europe, Asia, so on, then that helps too. So just so you know, if you just type up Golden Ticket Awards Amusement Today. Go through the site. You'll find how to become a person to vote, because I'm on the list. Because I asked if they were mailing them. I said, because the last time since they mailed them out, I had moved. So I gave them my new address. So that way they can update the system if they need to send me something. All right, so I went and looked up the thing that Hollow Scream at SeaWorld Orlando. We're almost to the Six Flags New England and Fiesta, Texas, Fright Kingdom, and Lake Compound stuff. So Hollow Scream at SeaWorld, it's the first time ever. There is no information. Same thing with Halloween Horror Nights. It's kind of making me mad that nobody's announcing nothing. And I don't want to hear about a virus as an excuse. That excuse is over and done with. I mean, granted, you could run into, Delta it already became the most, what do you call it? It's the dominant strain right now. But it doesn't mean it's deadlier. It just transmits faster. most of the people that are dying now are non-vaccinated people. So eventually you'll kill off all the unvaccinated people almost.
Hopefully.
Hey now. But yeah, so I'm waiting on the news. I don't know if anybody heard anything about SeaWorld with Hollow Screams. I'm a little excited about it, and when they do it, it's after I leave. So I'm not going to be able to do it, unfortunately. So, I don't know. Is anybody excited about it? Like, that is going down during that time? I don't know if anybody's excited about it. I don't know if anybody cares, because it seems like most people are all about Halloween Horror Nights and nothing else. So, I don't know. Whatever it is, it is. So, all right. Before we get in, we got two more little tidbits of news, then we're going to get into the Six Flags New England stuff. So, Fright Kingdom. Everybody knows I love Fright Kingdom. It's one of my favorite haunted attractions in New England. It's not the favorite, but it's one of the favorites. It's one of my top fives, for sure. It's an indoor haunt. Do you think the lack of announcements is to keep people talking? SeaWorld did drop cryptic pictures that represent everything coming. I think this year it's not going to matter if they announce anything. Hey, Violent Raven, what's up, dude? Yeah, I seen it. I think I seen it the night it came out. No,
you see it the night after.
Yeah, on HBO Max. It's a great movie. But anyway, so I think what's happening with, especially like in Florida, all they have to do is just say they're doing it, and people are showing up. Especially for this year. Like, this year they don't need to. I don't know what the deal is, like why people are or not. Like, people are going to go regardless to SeaWorld, to Tampa, to Halloween Horror Nights, and everything in between. If you're open this year, you're going to make money. You know what I'm saying? So, we're eventually going to get information, but I think... yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. They might take this year off of Halloween at Lake Compounds. I don't know. But anyway, so Fright Kingdom is located in New Hampshire. They had to postpone their Christmas event from December to July because of COVID. They couldn't do it. The state wouldn't allow them to do it. They were told, tough. So, if you want to go, it's July 16th, 17th, and 18th. I believe there's still tickets available. I have my tickets. It's going to be themed to Christmas. Christmas in July. Now, what I'm going to tell you is they don't just slap Christmas on it and go, here you go. It's done right. It's done good. So, don't you worry about that. I mean, they might keep it, Chris, for a surprise and go, just tough crap. We're going to try it this year to see what happens. I don't know. But we're going to be covering Fright Kingdom anyway. So, there you go.
And that will be on the Haunapalooza podcast
channel. And we're going to be doing live podcasts soon. We're going to gather information and try to do it. We're not going to do it every week like we do with the Grove Show. Because I don't know if... I mean, we could. I don't know. I just got to see if there's enough to talk about to warrant talking about every week. It might be a once a month thing to start out, and then as things build and grow and do more and more. I don't know. We'll find out. So Jay, let's see. So Jay, what does he say? So Fiesta Texas Fright Fest. I've heard that this year all the haunts are open. Some new scare zones called Extreme Scare Zones. I've also heard that SeaWorld San Antonio is adding tons of scare zones and 2 new haunted houses. Live free and die, baby. I love New Hampshire. Yep. I'll be there this weekend, next weekend. And then I'm going to Great Wolf the weekend after that. My weekends are booked. I got to talk to Rich to see if we can get in
during the week.
Well, next weekend. I mean, I can, like, if we get there for noon, work a few hours and do the stuff we got to do, then we should be able to do that. John, I just saw something on Crate Arrival at Six Flags scheduled for tomorrow. What the hell is Crate Arrival?
That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh, well, we're almost done. And then you can talk to me about whatever it is.
There's a few things that are coming, Preston. I will tell you that. There's some things that I know that, and he knows that you don't know yet. That we can't talk about yet.
The Haunting of the Hill House is being announced tomorrow. Haunting of Hill House? I don't know what the hell that is.
The movie, The Haunting of the Hill House.
Is that old?
It's a nice, good movie. Good show, too.
It's a good movie?
You know, Fright, the R.L. Stein Fright,
like
Netflix came out with it. Fright Street.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I haven't watched it yet. I want to hear the sensitive information. Well, I'll be hearing about it after. All right, so Jay, while I go over the SFNE news, type about Poltergeist. I know there's a lot of information coming out about Poltergeist.
There was a video that popped up. I've seen.
It was showing all the props and stuff.
Yeah.
And the props look awesome. They're doing a great job with the price for Poltergeist. All right, so we all know about the storm damage. We've seen it to death. It's been beat to death. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to put a video or two over here just to show what they've showed. What's that? I know that means something. You're not just singing for something. It's got to do with something. All right, where the hell is it? Oh, yeah, so here is Fireball.
Yeah, these storms are pretty nasty.
Yeah, you can see that's what happened at Six Flags New England. If you haven't seen it, that's some of the storm damage.
A lot of this did pop up on National Weather Service Sky One. That's what I'm part of, one of the members of it. So the Weather Spotter Network. They popped up on there because people were posting them on Twitter and TikTok and Instagram. But there was a lot of stuff that was popping up that I seen a lot of damage. It was definitely a microburst, was not a tornado at all.
But this is some more. I think Holiday in the Park is indefinitely canceled at New England. Yeah, there's nothing about Holiday in the Park at all. Anyway, I mean, it could be dead. It might not. Look, they're in the business to make money, not give it all away. And if it's not making them money, then why do it?
Yeah.
Will I miss it? Of course I would.
I missed that. I will. Because I like looking at the lights.
Yeah, I'll totally miss it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But and ask ka. I love saying that. Yeah, I'll email the park. They'll probably just say. Yeah, they could be holding off a little bit because of wanting to know about the virus. I don't know. I'm just so sick about hearing about the virus. It's just.
Yeah, there was a ton of damage. There was a dozen or so more trees that did
that's the
come down.
picnic grove that we're looking at right
area
now. Yep.
That had damage in there.
See that roof we're looking at? That houses the clown and whatever the other horn is.
Yeah. The laboratory crap.
Yeah. That's in that white roof building there. But it seems like just whatever rides were posted had damage or whatever.
Yeah.
So we look to be okay there.
There was roughly about winds of between 65 and 95. It seems like. With that microburst that came down.
All right, so there's that. Let's get rid of that, so we don't need that. And back to that. So let me see. Jay Kite said, so the Poltergeist Coaster at Fiesta, Texas is officially closed right now until September 3rd. The coaster is getting a brand new queue building. The coaster track is getting repainted. Tons of new characters will be arriving to the Poltergeist Coaster also. Also, Jeffrey has posted a quick video about everything. And also, he just posted some new images showing a fake realtor agency. I saw that fake realtor thing. The coaster will be opened back up around Fright Fest time, September the 3rd. Hopefully, they don't run into problems and they just do it. Because I notice you could run into.
Yeah, there's always an issue usually here and there with electrical crap. You know that.
There's always going to be an issue here, there with something. Always happens. Always will. There's nothing you can do about it. It's either going to work or it's not. And then you got to reel it in so that way you can dial in so things that work. But yeah, so that was the crazy storm damage from last year.
Last week.
Yeah, last week, whatever.
Not last year. And you might as well just say, Wicked Cyclone. Well, the demon of Wicked Cyclone actually worked with that storm.
Oh yeah, because it was, yeah. I mean, you could totally make puns with it. And it worked, and it wasn't out of taste.
And the sad thing is you gotta think too is the park. Some of the parts of the park were flooded. Well, like we were talking about, their drainage system cannot be updated much. They update it as much as they can. The problem is it was just enough rain that couldn't stop being sucked out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, nightmares. That's right. It wasn't laboratory. Nightmares, something. And I remember nightmares not being bad.
Yeah, they had that. Didn't they have the snake face?
Yeah, that snake thing. Yeah.
The cobra snake.
It came out. Yeah, it's one of those.
And that caught me every time too.
The Galore puppet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just came out with a snake. It was cool. Yeah, I remember that. All right, that's all the news I got. I got no more. That's it. That's all I got for today. Lasted long. I honestly thought this was going to be a 45-minute show. Oh, Lake Compound's fireworks. They were rescheduled from 4th of July weekend to this coming weekend because of the rain and the crappy weekend that we had for weather.
But you had fun. I don't understand why they couldn't have their fireworks.
Yeah, I know. We had fireworks in the rain at my house. Things were blowing up. Houses were blowing up. Almost. They never said nothing to me.
No.
Nothing. They haven't said a word. Haven't said a word to me about that thing basically blowing up on their front of the house. And all it was a Roman candle. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything serious.
If we wanted to, we could have.
If I wanted to, I could have burned their house down. A lot of heavy rumors around the act. If anybody's going to get the room at Axe, it's going to be Fiesta. Fiesta has been getting...
Fiesta or Magic Mountain are the two that usually get the new things.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what there is.
It would make sense for the access though at Fiesta.
Yeah. The funny thing is, I got a funny feeling it's going to be a small coaster, and it's going to probably not do a whole lot. It's going to do some stuff to get people to want to try it. But Fiesta's probably going to get a small one, and then Magic Mountain down the road is going to get a big one.
Listen, I'll private message you.
So, but anyway, we're going to get out of here. We have a few other things to discuss, even not about that, but that too. Like the storage area. But there's some other haunted house things we need to talk about tonight. And so we're going to go have a hot tub meeting.
Oh, Jesus.
We're going to talk it all about there. Theme Park, New England, when you're going back to Canopy Lake.
I'm going back in a few weeks.
But your name is not Theme Park, New England.
I know.
Rez Smith wants Sean.
Yeah.
Sean, you get a fan in my thing. It's cool. He watches me and he loves you.
Hey, Sean, if you're still there, how was Haberfest?
Yeah, because he did ask earlier how was everybody's 4th of July, and I totally, not on purpose, ignored his ass. Which was not intentional, Sean. It was just, me, blabbermouth, continuing on. I'm trying my best not to keep constantly watching the chat, because that's where my scatterbrain comes from. Is that fireworks?
Probably.
I hope they didn't open fireworks, because I'll go stab a motherfucker.
They probably did open your...
I will beat their ass if they did. If they light my fireworks without asking me, I will tie them to a tree. I will put every firework tied to whoever did that and light it They will not survive.
How many more of those parachute guys you got?
You mean?
Yeah, that's the list.
All right, we'll be back. I got to go make sure I don't have to kill somebody. So we'll be back next week. We got videos coming out. There's more Why Are They Gones and all that. But I might have to go kill somebody. So we'll be back next week.